This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 690, How to Find the Blessings Faster and Why It Matters by Courtney Carver of BeMoreWithLess.com. And I'm Justin Malik. Happy Tuesday, happy Halloween. No creepy stuff today. And welcome to Optimal Living Daily, a podcast with a crazy vision of bringing thousands of blogs to audio for free, sometimes even books. And today's post comes from Courtney Carver, a regular author on the show. And speaking of Courtney Carver, she just launched her 2018 course on simplicity. It's going to be awesome. It's a year-long course and features many of the authors you hear right here on the show. And in just 2 days, November 2nd, she's going to do a live webinar to talk about it and help you determine if it's right for you. I'm sure she'll answer questions and provide a lot of info. So to check it out, come by oldpodcast.com/live. And now let's get right to the post and start optimizing your life. How to Find the Blessings Faster and Why It Matters by Courtney Carver of BeMoreWithLess.com. Quote, enjoy the little things, for one day you may look back and realize they were the big things. Robert Brault. I'm usually a champion for the slow approach, for letting things unfold, and for waiting patiently. It's recently occurred to me that there's an exception to this rule, isn't there always? This is in no way to diminish the pain that comes when bad things happen. Heartbreak sucks. Watching someone we love suffer is so hard. Disease is painful and sad. Loss hurts through and through. I've experienced all of these things and more, and with each thing comes something bright. I never see it at the beginning, but I'm getting better at seeing it faster. It took me a year to see my MS as a blessing, but in less than 2 months, I discovered blessings in dog cancer. When Guinness was diagnosed with osteosarcoma in April, our family was devastated. The cancer started in his front right leg, and it was so painful that he couldn't walk without limping and didn't want to walk very far. Our options were grim. We could opt for amputation or say goodbye to our faithful friend. After researching and praying and having big conversations, we decided that Guinness still had a few trails to hike in his life. Even if the amputation wouldn't stop the cancer, it would give him some pain-free time to enjoy his life. Guinness had his surgery on May 19th, and on June 21st, he was back on his favorite hiking trail. As soon as we saw his paws in the dirt and watched him discover all of the scents, sights, and blessings of the trail, we knew we had made the right choice. Guinness finds blessings everywhere and takes time to appreciate them. He doesn't need to wait for the right time or until he clears his to-do list or feels like it. It comes naturally. With his guidance, I'm learning to do the same. The blessings I've noticed in the past month. Compassion. My friends and family have cried with us and given us the space to make tough decisions, all while reminding us that they love us, love Guinness, and want to help how they can. The vets and everyone who works at the University Veterinary Hospital in Salt Lake City fell in love with Guinness, and we fell in love with them. They were professional and did great work, but they were also deeply caring, understanding, and available. When I wrote about how sad I was about Guinness, the outpouring of compassionate comments, emails, and messages was overwhelming in the best possible way. You lifted our family when we needed it the most. Presence. Every day is extraordinary. Knowing that Guinness may not have many healthy days ahead, we are getting our carpe diem on. We've explored the Pipeline Trail and Mill Creek Canyon, had treats at Liberty Park, played with a ball in a park overlooking the city, jumped in the stream in City Creek Canyon, and at PetSmart, Guinness picked out a treat as big as his face. Even in the downtimes, in the ordinary moments, during quiet cuddles or naps, we are present and absorbing all of the joy. Vulnerability. Guinness has no mental or emotional hang-ups about his missing leg. But not a day goes by when someone doesn't stop us on our walks to give him some love and ask me his story. For a while, I wanted to make things up and keep it light, so I didn't have to tell the cancer story over and over. But my friend Heidi reminded me how important this story is. To show how happy this dog is even after losing a leg and how quickly he recovered might give other people in a similar situation hope and remind them that amputation isn't as bad as it sounds in most cases. Often after being vulnerable and sharing our story, someone will give me a story back. Our vulnerability invites their vulnerability, and with that, there's connection, hope, and love. In addition, I've noticed blessings like resilience, friendship, and a deeper connection with my husband as we go through this together, and the tiny blessings like having space in my day to go to the park, lay down a blanket, and sit under a tree with my dog. I notice all of those blessings and more, but only when I'm open. When I'm too focused on the future and what comes next, or thinking about the past and how hard the first few weeks were, I'm not thinking about how blessed I am to have time to experience simple joys with my dog right now. I was going to give you a big list of how to find the blessings faster, but this is the very best way. The best way to find the blessings is to look for them. Be open. Be open through sadness, fear, anger, and denial. And the only thing you have to do to be open is to say you are. Say it out loud, write it down, or make it a silent mantra. I am open. I am open to all of the blessings this situation has to offer. Blessings usually never start or appear as blessings, but they will appear. Instead of looking back in 10 years and seeing all of the beauty and blessings you missed, find them faster. Notice them and fully appreciate them. They will ease the pain and give you purpose. They will give you the clarity you need to calm down and engage, and they will quiet your worry and fear. And if you are really open, they'll even make you laugh. Whatever your struggle is today, claim your openness to the blessings that have yet to appear, and then give them room to rush in. You just listened to the post titled How to Find the Blessings Faster and Why It Matters by Courtney Carver of BeMoreWithLess.com. A nice and uplifting one. Not very appropriate for Halloween, maybe. Last year I did a little special episode for Halloween, but this year's tough since I was in Dallas for this past weekend and had to get ahead with recordings. You can always go back and listen to the episode from a year ago if you want to hear that. That was episode 325 on Halloween. And before we go, just a reminder about the year-long Simple Living course that just launched from Courtney Carver. And Courtney herself is doing a special webinar in just 2 days. Definitely check it out if you're interested in learning more about that course. You can sign up for free for that webinar at oldpodcast.com/live. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the show tomorrow, where your optimal life awaits.
Hey, this is Dan from the Optimal Finance Daily podcast, which is a lot like this show, except more focused on personal finance. Justin handpicks the best posts he can find from blogs and authors like Ramit Sethi, Mr. Money Mustache, and more, and I read them to you 5 days a week. So if you enjoy this podcast, come on over and subscribe to Optimal Finance Daily too. And together, we'll optimize your financial life.
You've been listening to Optimal Living Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode and head to oldpodcast.com. That's OLDpodcast.com for a free gift as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.